How do I get my husband to acknowledge me to others other than I'm other partner, someone other than wife?
Okay. You don't believe, though, that he is unfaithful?
Oh, no, he is. He has been. He's been unfaithful from day one. He was dating someone on his job. I knew about it. I told him to end it. He chose not to end it.
Gentlemen, you guys start having conversations with your ladies. Well, your wives, better yet. This is the most embarrassing thing that I've seen wives do. As far as when it comes to sharing family business with outside people. I know you're like, but Sarge, they need the help. No, you just became content. Now let's get into this. Let's watch these wives expose family business, all for us to see.
How do I get my husband to acknowledge me to others other than I'm other partner, someone other than wife?
Now, come on. We're going to be completely honest. You came on the internet and you told the world that your husband does not acknowledge you. That's a problem right there. For you, the fact that we had to be here, we're having this conversation.
Does he recognize you as his wife?
Not to anyone other than me in the house.
Are y'all
Been married
legally
going
married?
on 15 years. We've been together for over 20.
So evidently, let's go big. So evidently there's two things that's got to be wrong here. Either he doesn't respect you or this man just doesn't like you. And I know you're probably like, Sarge, whoa, that's a bit much. We got to call a spade, but this here is embarrassing. You're coming online, we're going to a convention, and you're telling everyone you and your husband's business. Let's go ahead and let's listen up some more.
And he's never acknowledged you as his wife outside of the household.
No, not to anyone else.
Does he wear a wedding ring?
So he never wore it because he's an electrician at work, and he said he don't want to get electrocuted.
Okay. You don't believe, though, that he is unfaithful?
Oh, no, he is. He has been. He's been unfaithful from day one.
See, when I say this, you are embarrassing yourself. You came to this big old place. Let's go bigger. You came to this big old place and you're telling everybody the complete fool you have been. And so now you're asking people to have sympathy for you. And I'm not gonna lie. I don't think they should, because you had options in this. But we're gonna listen up for some more, because maybe I'm not seeing everything clearly.
Certain behaviors tell you that, Ace. Certain behaviors tell you that.
He was dating someone on his job. I knew about it. I told him to end it. He chose not to end it. And then I said, well, I prayed on it. God transferred him to another location. So he got transferred to another location. Then he got retransferred back to the location where his so-called fling worked. And then I said, God, you sending him back to where his fling is working?
Can you imagine? You absolutely came to this convention, came online, understanding that you had every possibility, let's go big, to be a clip. Because guess what? People enjoy gossip and enjoy business. So now here it is. You have essentially ruined any chance, even though, listen, we got to be honest. The husband, if he is doing these things, he's out of pocket. So that's not what we're saying. We're talking about the fact that you're telling family business to complete strangers. You are no longer allowed to be trusted with anything. If you don't want to be there, don't be there. But don't come online or go to a convention telling people your business. But let's listen up some more. Maybe there's something I'm missing.
A lot of things about God that was very relative to what the devil does. You said a lot of things about God and you contributing it all to God, like the devil does not speak and work as well.
Well, true, but I hear, when I speak of things, I know when I hear God.
I don't believe, just listen to you, because I know God is not the author of confusion. I don't believe that you took this to God when you first married. Because God, I know when people say, I hear God's voice, and sometimes it's your own conscience.
That's what I'm saying.
And when you have been in such chaos and confusion and doubt for so long, sometimes you are not sensitive to the spirit. So it's really hard for you to be able to know and distinguish if it's God's voice or if it's the enemy's voice or yours alone. I don't believe that you invited God into that process to begin with when you first married, because you were filling a void just based off of what it is that you said. When we get into those moments of prayer with God, it needs to be very personal. Very, very, very personal. This man is breaking you down. God acknowledges his kids, and he wants the man of the house to acknowledge his wife. This man is not acknowledging you. He does not see you as a wife. You see him as a husband, but he does not. That means that you two are not one in spirit. Y'all have not reached that threshold yet. Just because you lay with somebody, when you lay with somebody, you are one in flesh. You're not one in spirit yet.
So let me make sure I understand this. Let's go big. So essentially, she's saying, not the lady, but the wife. So she's saying the fact that her husband, she took it to God, and this is what God has allowed. Okay, y'all keep getting on the internet embarrassing yourselves, and we're going to keep listening, and we're going to keep making content, because this is crazy right here. All right, let's go back.
How do you?
Okay, so we're getting ready to get into another wife. Maybe this one's a little bit better than the last one, and maybe we don't go off the deep end, but let's listen.
Rebuild yourself and set boundaries with someone you're married to, but the marriage is dead.
I heard you say the marriage is dead. Is it any way that it can be revived?
He's even said that.
You don't believe that it's dead?
No, I do. I think I'm just beginning to accept it for myself.
Okay.
There we have it. There was the video. Let me know. If you have a wife like this, and she's out there telling all the family business. Now, don't get me wrong. I'm not condoning what the man is doing. If these are the things he is doing, all I'm saying is a marriage is between that man and that woman. And when you start allowing outside entities into your life, and I get even like Sarge, well, he already did, blah, blah, blah. No. I'm talking about these strangers, the world. You can't piece this marriage together again. If I was guiding that man, I would tell him, your wife is a liability. You must let her go. Yes, she's out there talking to different people about what goes on in your household. You can't have this. Listen, leave it in the comment section. Let me know what you guys think. Am I wrong? Am I looking at this the wrong way? And if so, let me know.
Operator, Big Sarge is a true gentleman.